Alright, hello guys, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if I'll make this my last episode for today. I might do one more, depends on how I feel at the end of this. I know we're getting close to a certain dungeon. Well, not dungeon, but trial. But if you remember from last episode, aka yesterday, Yotsu has come back. Meeting with her parents woke her mind up. But as we also heard from Yugiri last time as well, if you remember, is she still came back here to give Gozetsu that Primicium. So the question is, when did the memories come back? Did the memories come back and she came back to normal when she saw her parents originally, or was it when she actually was planning on, you could sit there and see when she had that blade and was about to, neck rip herself. Um, she was going to relieve herself of life. Yeah, there we go. That one's even better. That's more PG, right? Right, YouTube? Relief of life? Something like that. Hey, only thing I know is if the Europeans sit there and say that's permissible over in their country with euthanasia, then I'm not gonna. I mean, nobody on YouTube can really question things. Europeans are weird. I don't know why they do that, but they're weird. Cover the Naris remains, and we'll hold the cremation anon. Sigh, they had never set foot in Doma. I broke the news to Gozetsu myself. It was quiet. I think it's best that he's allowed some time alone with his thoughts. I think he's affected the worst between all of us. Ah, my knee. So, my friends, that which we have feared has come to pass. Yotsu has regained her memory and returned to the Imperial fold. It is, by any measure, a cruel twist. What a twist! And not least for Gozetsu, one which does not invalidate our agreement. According to the terms of the contract, we were bound to surrender Yotsu under the Garlean's hand should her condition improve prior to the hour of the exchange. By that reckoning, all is, if not it should be then, as it must be. This I can accept. But what I cannot accept are the unconscionable lengths to which Asahi went to achieve this outcome. Given his recent conduct and his apparent admiration for Xenos, it is plain he cannot be trusted. And as not to say nothing of the unexplained containers, he insists on bringing to our meetings. Whatever the ambassador is planning, I think it is unlikely our negotiations will end peacefully. In the event of hostilities, the safety of the conscripts must be our first concern. As such, I would have an escape route in place before the meeting begins. A wise precaution. The main structure of the Castrum Fluminis is to be the stage for the exchange, then I believe a thorough inspection is in order. The Citadel has stood empty ever since the Imperial withdrawal. While we took steps to ensure they could not be defended by an occupying force, it is entirely possible the ambassadors arranged things there to his advantage. I will slip inside, make certain we are not have an obstructed exit. Pray allow me to join you. I have some experience with the Imperial facilities, and should matters take a turn for the worse, I should hope to be of at least some use. Very good. That should be enough to guarantee us a way out of the Castrum. Beyond that, heather. We will need a ship to ferry the conscripts back to the Enclave. Even with every skiff we have, it would take several trips to evacuate everyone. Confederate Sekaboon, on the other hand, would require only a single run and leave us far less vulnerable in the water. Assuming, of course, Rasho can convince to be part with one. I might take the lead on this. I've had dealing with Rasho and his pirates before, and I won't be alone, will I, Hydaelyn? I suppose not. Count on me. Much appreciated. I quite fancy parlaying with pirates again. It's just a shame Lise won't be there to reprise her role. So you make a persuasive pair, but I think I will accompany you in these negotiations all the same. My lord, the rule of Dome should not be consorted with common brigands. Come on, Yugiri, they stood with us against the Empire. If we would ask their aid once more, we must treat them as equals. My presence shall serve to demonstrate our sincerity. Indeed, my lord, pray forgive my presumption. By your leave, Master Alphino and I will be about our task. And this is when Lord Ian goes, good, now they're gone. We should be on our way to Anakaro. The time is short, and Rasho may take some convincing. He always takes convincing. Let's get her going. What a yawn I just had. Oof. That is a deep one. at least 3 stages of denial. Oh god. That left arm, man. It's getting brutalized. I have noticed that a lot more as I work, though. My shoulders are having some serious freaking health issues. At least they feel like they're having bad health issues. And many of you might be wondering, Damon, why do you refer to your shoulders in third person? Because they're dicks, and they deserve it. Just feels like there's a point, I would say, like, picture this, close your eyes, left side, let's say your left arm, left shoulder, connection between the shoulder blade down to the bone. Something in there just feels like it wants to pop. In my mind, Yotsuyo is deserving of only one fate, memory loss be damned. If you don't have the stones for it, we would have to take on the burden. It'll be nice, it'll be over nice and swift. I just don't know why, it's just like there's that one point in there, it feels like it wants to pop, and it won't pop, and I don't know why. And it does it on my right arm too every now and again, so I gotta stretch my shoulders back and everything's tightened. It's irritating as all hell. Now there's a face I did not expect to see. What brings a noble lord of DOMAN to the company of bilge-rats such as we? Come to offer DOMAN chains in place of Garlean ones, and I'm afraid you've wasted a trip. What 5 judges would you make? Your fleet at our disposal, our restoration would be hastened tenfold. But let us speak seriously. I stand before you not to demand your fealty, but to request your aid once more. Yeah, we have an issue. Mayhap you are confused. Our liberation was but a means to an end. We aided you only to save ourselves. Now we have no such incentive. We have sworn no oath to you and will not come running like hounds at their master's whistle. And I would presume to not to presume to treat you thus. I come to petition your cooperation as an ally of equal standing. Equal standing, you say, but lopsided me. Where's the profit for us in all this? Profit? Must you always think in such short-sighted terms? Have you ever heard of doing the right thing? You ever heard of pirates, little miss? You're fine with simple souls. You pay tithe, you sail in peace, you deny us our due, and we take it by force. We'll pull you out of the water, and if we see you drowning, but if you are not in business doing something for nothing. Calm yourself, Mr. Eorzea. We're not coming here to moralize. We came here to talk, and there is much to be said. Foreign records recovered after liberation. Relatives of your Realm-born brethren were among those conscripted in the Imperial Army. And as you may be aware, we recently negotiated the return of said conscripts. Many, alas, will arrive to find no families waiting for them, no homes to grant them shelter. I would ask that you offer them a place in the Confederacy. You would not be rescuing strangers, but welcoming brothers and sisters in your ranks. And has not the Confederacy been in need of new recruits? He's not completely wrong. You seem willing for one of our affairs, Lord Hien. The losses we suffered at the Garlean's hands are no secret, but since we drove them out of Doma, the Ruby Sea has come alive with traders and travelers. So many vessels to tax, so few pirates to tax them. We could use with some more hands on deck. So undoubtedly, if they are familiar with the inner workings of the Empire. Very well, Confederacy agrees to your request. You will have your ship. For that, you must do something for me. The vessel I found in mine was damaged during your battle with the Empire. Though we've mended her, she has yet to be declared seaworthy. She is sound enough down below, but when you load her up with conscripts and the waterline rises, those upper planks had best be free of cracks. Assuming you have your people stay dry, you will do the favor of swimming around the hull to check out the weaknesses. That is, if Doman lords are not averse getting their robes wet. Not this Doman lord. If we inspect a third of the ship, it would have done in a trice. That spirit, the ship is moored, it keeps Quickscape Pierre, our apprentice shipwright, will be on the deck to hear your report. Look for the lad named Sean. I don't know. I thought I had an knack for parlaying with pirates. For the record, my previous attempt was an unmitigated success, and yes, I should have quit while I was ahead. Well, I thought the rumors exaggerated, but the young lord lives up to his reputation. So you found a way home to Piers, did she? I did warn you about it being merciful. Sakabune is more to quick. Okay, speak with Ihan Nashi. You finished your swim. So that was his name. I thought it said that, but I'll be honest. I can't speak a wick of what I'm assuming is supposed to be some type of Asian name. I was gonna say Japanese. My brain always goes to the Japanese. I don't know why. Oh, it's probably because I'm a big World War II nut. Every time I hear Asia, I just think of the Japs. Alright, time to inspect the hall. The hall says we're good, cuz we good. See no signs of damage here. Water is so invigorating. I've not swum in the Ruby Sea since... I should be concentrating on the task at hand. How's it? What are you doing? Like poking holes in this damn thing. Well, I'm actually glad Yukari isn't here. I doubt you would have taken kindly to a private inviting hand to inspect this hole. Accurate. Upon close inspection, you spot a small crack in one of the planks. Ooh, that's not good. Now, the big question is, how do I get up there? God. Damn it. It's not that easy. I gotta go around. I don't want to go around, I just want to go in. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah. I can make it. Talk to the young gentleman. On the shipwright, apprentice shipwright, did you find anything that might need attention? Section I inspected seemed solid enough. One side was fine, the other side had cracks. On the port side near the bow, you say? Alright, I'll have a look and see what I can do. My apologies, I seem to have lagged behind. I could float in that gentle sea all day. Otherwise, I'm happy to report no visible cracking or holes in my section of the hull. See, your Lord Ian, the captain sent you to inspect the hull? Kami, have mercy, forgive us this courtesy, my lord. That is quite alright. In fact, I rather enjoyed it. I take you are of Doma? Yes, my lord. The Imperials took my father away after the uprising, and I had nowhere else to turn. The Confederacy became my family. Some told me they're releasing the conscripts now. Maybe my father will be among them. Not that I can go back. There's no leaving once you joined. How fares our lady? Is she seaworthy? Captain, we found a small crack on the port side, but I'll have it fixed before you know it. I see you've met the boy. Did he tell you a story? He babbles when he is nervous. Should his father be among the conscripts that he hoped, I mean to give him the choice to leave this life. If he so chooses, I expect you to see they are provided for. I have heard that those who join the Confederacy forswear all ties with kin and homeland. Is that hope so easily put aside? If I allow it, I see in him the lad I was 25 years ago. You say the words, you mean them, but the yearning for home still lingers. My family is long dead, and I know this life is my lot, but he has scarce dipped his toes with us. If there is a life for him in Doma, he should have the chance to live it. Well said. The Empire's conquest has uprooted many and more. Be it in Yangshi or out in the Ruby Sea, we have a duty to ensure that Ihanashi and others are like him are free to dwell where they desire. Then the matter is settled. I will make preparations to cast off. Friends, it seems we have our ship. Let's return to the Enclave. But they bring up a valid point. I mean, join the Confederacy, you're supposed to stay in the Confederacy, but he sits there and... But you sit there and see a guy like him, he's not without reason. He sits there and sees a young kid, probably the same place he was when he originally joined. He's looking at him going, this probably isn't his life. He's like, oh my god, this player is still here. My god. And he sees him, he's just like, I can't expect him to sit there and be able to do this. If you get any of his family, let him go. You know, let him live the life that he's meant to. Because it doesn't seem like he's meant to live the life as a pirate. Found the Castrum's tower unoccupied, betraying no signs of recent activity. Only shadows and echoes await us there. Alphino seems oddly reluctant to linger, but I'm not concerned. Castrum is deserted, quite deserted. It was a simple matter to plot the surest path out. Hence our swiftness. Alphonse tells me they had a little trouble finding a suitable route out of the castrum, but he won't say much more than that. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was hiding something, but I can't imagine what. If I had to guess, Alphonse was in the castrum. It was deserted, and because it was deserted, he got scared, probably thought there were ghosts. Funny. As it seems Yuguri and Alphonse cleared their task for us, they have been waiting. Scout the structure, determine the swiftest path to safety. Prevent hostilities, we will lead the conscripts outside with all possible haste. From there, the Confederacy has pledged to ship the ferries across the One River. Now we have but to attend the exchange. Pray to the kami these precautions were unnecessary. We're putting our contingency plans in place. I left Hikaru in charge of organizing transport for the Imperial prisoners. He will see if they arrive at the appointed hour, leaving us free to rendezvous with our Confederate allies. Come, they await us at the riverbank not far from the castrum. Wait a minute, is this not... this isn't where I'm thinking it's gonna be. Okay, that's not entirely bad. What I was believing was going to happen was I was going to have to go to the House of Fears to then go near the damn one thingy to then run all the way over there. Surprised at the number of players here, man. Jesus. Several more than I would have thought being here. Although I don't know how many more times I'm going to have to do the DOMAN Enclave. I know Part 3 is coming. It has to be getting close to being done. Part 4 is going to be fun, though. Part 4 is fun. I actually like Part 4. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River, as always. Oh, my knees. Ah, kinks. Yeah, I can say that with pride. I really do like Part 3 somewhat for Stormblood. I just don't... My only thing is that at the ending of Part 2, we see Gozetsu and Yotsu. I don't know if they brought him back because... I mean, everybody liked Gozetsu. That was pretty much a given. Everybody liked him as a character. Older guy, samurai, you know. A lot of people that probably play this game, like, watch a fair bit of anime. So, like, seeing a character like that, that's, like, older, seems wise, seems like he's a lot of fun. But he's gone through some stuff, but he's an older guy. So it's like, everybody kind of likes him because he has that father / probably grandfather figure some people dealt with. It's like, being able to, him staying alive is awesome. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, did you bring him back because you had to have a filler in Part 3? Or did you bring him back because you were planning on bringing him back? That's my only concern. That's always my thing with games. It's just like, are you bringing people back because the story needs it, or are you bringing them back because you need something to help fill stuff out? And that's always a problem I have with certain games. It's like, trying to think of a game that would be comparable. I don't really know too many that would be comparable. There's not too many games that have this longevity in them besides WoW. Mass Effect a little bit. But, like, they didn't try to kill some of the characters off in that way, though. But anyway, some hint at the ambassador's intentions. Had we not prepared for the worst, I would be wary of going through with this at all. No matter what Asahi throws at us, we cannot let that monster have his way. Tower rather spoils the view across the river, does it not? I concede we might perhaps have chosen a less ominous place to conduct the exchange. Not worry about the ship, it'll be where it needs to be, and with Tansu at the helm. Tansu. My only concern is the safe return of our people. That is what my Lord wishes, and that is what shall be done. Your party assembled then. I am ready for what lies ahead. I trust, lest there be any confusion, though the tower across the water is to be the scene of the exchange, that and whatever else Asahi has planned. But regardless of the ambassador's intentions, we will bring our people home. You agree? You are to evacuate the conscripts at the first sign of trouble. Yes, my lord. We, meanwhile, shall cover the escape and lend what support we can. The ship awaits you at the Castrum's loading docks. She will see you safely home. Then all stand ready to play their part. Come, let us be about it. Where's everybody going? Oh, they all disappeared. Like shadows. Ooh, good picture.
At last, the hour has come. The conclusion to these negotiations will mark a new beginning for Dorma and the Empire. A first step on the road to peaceful coexistence.
Indeed. We are ready to proceed with the exchange when you are. Forgive my curiosity, Ambassador, but is there a purpose to these containers you bring with you?
Oh, the supply crates. They are filled with materials we hoped might be of use in Dorma's restoration. I meant to gift them to you at our last meeting, but we had so much else to discuss.
How very generous. I confess I had not expected such compassion. Welcome though it is. But then I was also surprised by the news that one of our captives had delivered herself into your custody ahead of time. A minor discrepancy I shall overlook in the spirit of the occasion.
Are you perhaps referring to me, Lord Hien?
Another good picture.
Yotsuyu.
Orphan of the Nairi, widow of Sashihai, and acting Viceroy of Dorma. You and your people are mine to govern, mine to punish!
Well, well. It would seem your shattered mind is mended. As per our agreement with the Ambassador, you are free to return with him to the Empire. Your authority as acting Viceroy, however, is no longer recognized here.
My position is not for you to decide, little lordling. All who resist the rule of the Empire must be purged. Such was the order given to me by Lord Xenos himself. I will reign here in this putrid, pestilent swamp until the last of you has been broken. This land shall know no dawn. I will spew forth darkness and drown all in eternal night. And high above you I shall shine, uncaring, cold and distant as the moon!
What has she done?
Oh gods, this is a summoning.
Oh no. Why are you summoning something? Don't do it, it's bad for all of us, we're all gonna die. Why is there a moon? The moon looks angry.
A Dorman citizen has called forth an icon in direct violation of our primary agreement. The negotiations have failed. Abandon the captives and make preparations to withdraw.
But Ambassador!
Disobey me, Pilus, and you disobey the Emperor. Make preparations to withdraw! Now!
As you command.
My lord, you must fall back!
You ask me to run?
Leave this to me. Strategic withdrawal. Leave it to me.
Against such a foe, I would be more hindrance than help. The field is yours. We will withdraw, but not without our countrymen. I want every soul accounted for. Every soul!
My lord. I knew you would not flee. I see now the strength which flows from that baleful light of yours. But I am become Skuyomi, goddess of the moon and divinity of night. What power can compare to such celestial majesty? I shall plunge all I despise into darkness. And within that black abyss, even your light shall flicker and fail. Come, let us cast the stalks and look upon the fate of Dorman. I see a future in which the sun sets on this wretched land. Once and for all!
Alright, let's do it, bitch. Oh no, she got the power of the moon on her side. She controls the water. Not really. Alright. Now the question is, do I keep going or do I take a break? That's cool. I vote keep going. So with that, guys, you guys will get an extended thing, but I gotta go do the mission, so it's gonna take some time. When we come back, Castrum Fluminis, we're going to fight Yotsuyu. Hopefully finally put an end to the madness that's currently occurring. So see you guys at the end of the jump cut. Alright everybody, so let's go ahead and get this started. It's been almost 20 minutes. God almighty.
It's going to be a long night.
Not necessarily. Long day for me.
Whoa.
Stabbed with my best ability.
Your end is near.
I'm fine. Okay, so she does have a couple AoE attacks to be careful of. I don't think she has any of the ones like where you gotta worry about her eye attack that attacks with vision. Okay, I gotta attack the meds.
Beg them.
Get involved in this. Go back to attacking her.
Your death will be all the sweeter.
I'm gonna save these attacks just in case. I'd rather do full attack than anything else. Oh no, we're all down. Change the dead, curse my name, strike my body, fill my soul with blackest malice. Patriarch. That one next. Sigh. Oh no, that's Ladino's. Ah, crap. Y'all got knocked back. My judgment for failure kept me down, then surely as simple as that. Zetsu's fighting. Why, you have no place here. Well, as you guys clearly see, Zetsu does have a place here. As far as you, the Kami spared us. Oh yeah, he's fighting. Perhaps, but it's too late for me. There can be no redemption.
In darkness begins the spider living. From mortal height, I rise anew. The toothless night, I shall prevail.
I don't think we prevail. I think we got a chance. Oh yes, I remember this. Just keep moving back and forth, back and forth. That's all that matters. Go back on this side.
Beg them.
Got involved in that last second. Somebody died. One of ages. Stay in here for one more click.
In night's chill shine petals pale.
I use that. This on one of the healers.
Beg them.
Up. Some serious damage there, cuz.
No. Not yet. Not yet. I'll grind you under my heel. I'll grind you under my heel.
Oh, that one person's about to die. Got it. That's a tough fight. Healers deserve it. Healers did great that time. Oh, I didn't receive a recommendation. I have crippling depression now. How are you doing?
You really must learn to finish the job.
Job
Tis
is
true that a
finished.
gaudy mirror and a handful of crystals make for a feeble summoning. But even the weakest icon is a god of sorts. A threat that must be put down. My, such hostility. These beings are the sworn enemies of the Empire. I merely did my duty as an Imperial officer. Will you surrender to anger then? Slay an anointed emissary to avenge a fallen foe?
Ha! You cannot, of course! To do so would burn the bridges we have labored so hard to build.
I mean, nobody's in here actually saying what's going on. I mean, I can just sit there and say she killed you.
But I'm forgetting. They're already ash. This Doorman woman has seen to that. The Empire cannot ally itself with any nation that refuses to renounce summoning. I believe I was most clear on that point. It should have been mine. The power he bestowed upon her. I should have been the one to govern Doma. I would have repaid his faith.
No one alive loves him more than I!
He crazy.
Instead, this harlot betrayed his trust. Useless piece of filth! Worthless whore!
Look. Well, I didn't do it.
Thank you, dear brother, for this precious gift. Vengeance.
That's why you don't get cocky.
These people, our people, they ignore the corruption which festers beneath the surface. Cast aside that which is dirty and broken. Speak not of things which would disrupt their dreary little lives. Like you, Asahi. Always pretending not to see. You were the first. The first I swore to kill.
Tails with them teeth.
Such bliss. I had thought my hunger insatiable. But now I am satisfied. You should feel honored, dear brother. I saved the last of my strength, just for you.
Oh, she loves you there.
What's the matter? The Witch of Doma will soon be dead.
So you deserved a kinder fate. Gozetsu will mourn you. That much is true.
He will mourn too, perhaps. I wonder, was the fruit as sweet as he remembered?
Lord Xenos.
Haha, you gonna die, bitch. I don't look at him, gave the finger, just be like, strange. I didn't touch you.
Lord Xenos. I am at your disposal.
Asahi, you were born of Doma, yes?
Yes, my lord. I am honored that you would remember me. How may I serve?
You are hereby appointed Ambassador Plenipotentiary, and empowered to speak with the voice of the Emperor. Return to your native land of Doma, and announce your intention to sue for peace.
For peace?
Yes.
Once negotiations are underway, you are to locate the acting Viceroy.
She lives? That is to say, I will, my lord.
When you have found her, you will initiate a ritual to call forth an icon. I will instruct you in the necessary steps. Yotsuyu's faith is unreliable, but as a child raised to believe in the Kami, she will serve as a vessel for one of the Kojin's gods. She need only wish it to be so. The power will seem a gift, but the Icon's essence will consume her. She will be no more than a husk, a slave to whim and desire.
My lord, ever since the day you saw fit to save my miserable life, I have dreamed of repaying your benevolence. Upon my honor, I swear to devote myself wholly to your service. All that you command will be done, no matter the cost. But I fear the subtleties of your plan yet elude me. From the reports I have heard, the champion who aids the Doman resistance would make short work of a single icon.
The Icon is merely a message. The pacifist teachings of the Populares spread through this city like a plague. And I would remind the people of the threat we face. You will be my chosen agent. The hand which tolls the warning bell. The salvation of this world will not be won through the signing of treaties.
Your chosen agent. I will not fail you, my lord. My master, Lord Xenos, he will come for you.
And he's gone. You got killed.
You have prevailed, I see.
Oh, Lord, Ian's already back.
She is gone. Wherefore did the Kami spare us, only to inflict this pain?
Death shall not want for company this day. You spared us a worse disaster, but I fear our fledgling peace with the Empire was beyond saving.
Lord Hien!
Maxima, is it not? I assumed you long fled.
I entertain thoughts of escape even now, but our negotiations have yet to reach a satisfying conclusion. The ambassador insisted that the summoning spelled an end to our mission here, but it seemed to me there was more to the tale.
Salvation of size past. Xenos was behind this plot.
I have heard tell of this power you wield. And in your vision, you witnessed Lord Xenos giving these orders.
Yep.
But how can that be? Xenos is dead. He took his own life after the battle in Alamigo. I saw his body with my own eyes.
Forgive me, but Lord Xenos is very much alive. He granted our party an audience prior to our departure. That he was gravely wounded is certain, but his recovery appeared to be proceeding apace.
I'm afraid I share Lord Hien's confusion. The man's death was confirmed and his remains interred. These are matters of public record.
I have no doubt you believe what you say. But what then is the explanation? That an impostor has infiltrated the innermost circle of the Imperial Court? The idea is inconceivable, absurd. But worthy of investigation nonetheless. Our movement can ill afford to have a highly placed pretender undermining our efforts.
Your efforts may yet bear fruit. Tell me, what is to become of our prisoner exchange? Though we have already taken custody of our conscripts, we have yet to release your Imperial comrades. Do you still intend to collect them?
Yes. As the late Ambassador's second in command, it falls to me to speak on the Empire's behalf. And I'm happy to confirm our intent to proceed according to the original agreement.
Then let us be about it. 'Twould be a pity to abandon such a promising beginning.
Indeed. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. As soon as our people are secure aboard our airship, we shall depart straightways for Garlemald.
Tread lightly, Pilus. I sense treachery awaits you there.
Might I accompany you to the capital?
Alphino, have you gone mad?
Imposter or no, if Xenos was instructing Asahi on the finer points of ritual summoning, then experience tells us there is an Ascian waiting in the wings. Without our knowledge and expertise, our new friends will be hard-pressed to contend with a foe for whom death is but a minor inconvenience. They need our help.
Were you indeed willing to share your knowledge of this enemy, we would not shun your counsel.
You truly mean to do this? In full knowledge of the danger?
Minor dangers.
I have seen the Warrior of Light risk her life on countless occasions. Next to her, I'm scarce more than a distraction on the battlefield. But in the meeting room or the audience chamber, there I can make a difference. I can strike bargains, forge ties, and change minds. And where better to do these things than in the home of our old enemy?
I believe in you, Alphino. This is your moment. Yeah, we believe in him.
'Tis not for me to stop you. But I would have you consider an alternative arrangement. Rather than braving the Empire as a simple traveler, go forth as an emissary of Doma. Such a position should offer you some measure of protection.
Go then. You've obviously made up your mind. Just try not to do anything reckless, all right?
I shall be on my best behavior. Farewell, my friends.
Alright guys, but with that, I do have to end this episode, finally. This is going to be a big episode for you guys. Got the dungeon, met up, did things, awesome things, huge things. But more importantly, we've got it done. So with that, all I have to do is say this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, we'll talk to Lord Hien and see where we go next. If I remember correctly, I think we go back to the Enclave. Could be wrong, could be right, but we'll find out next time. So, see you guys next time. Thanks.